Hey there, we're taking a look at Sons of the Forest running on the AMD Ryzen 5 5600H. Now this is running on the Beelink SER5 mini PC. Taking a look at the game right now, running at the lowest in-game graphics setting. And we are using FSR with a target FPS of 60. Now, we're not getting anywhere near that, but that does mean that FSR is pretty much being the most aggressive it could possibly be to try to get us anywhere near that, and this is about as good as it can do at the full 1080p resolution. Now, visually speaking, the game does look pretty rough because of the fact that FSR has to be so aggressive. If you look at the edges of any moving object, you'll see that there is a noticeable amount of ghosting and shimmering going on here. This is just something inherent with FSR, especially at the lower quality settings. It really is just something inherent to the way that it works, and you can alleviate this by, of course, using FSR at higher presets, but you end up in the same situation of, well, at that point you're sacrificing performance. So it's a situation of either getting even remotely close to a 30 FPS average or getting absolutely nowhere near that. The worst objects are, of course, the fast moving objects. If you see any birds on the screen or anything like that, or if you're running really fast through the woods and you'll have the bushes and trees and just all kinds of vegetation around you. If you start moving fast and you pay attention to the edges of these objects, there is very noticeable ghosting. So you have to make a lot of sacrifices to get this anywhere near a performant range. If you pay attention to the frame times, though, they are at least consistent enough that you could get away with playing like this. It's just not going to be a smooth experience. You will see that the frame times, although not having any major spikes, still do fluctuate depending on what exactly is happening on the screen. So in general, I would say that this is playable for some people, but it really is going to depend on what you're willing to tolerate. And just know that in really intense situations, the performance might end up falling apart on you, and it could cause you some headaches. You might have also noticed that the RAM utilization is almost at 100%. Really seems like with modern titles, these iGPUs are gonna look like they might need to start using 32 gigabytes at the minimum. Of course, one of the benefits of having such large amounts of RAM is the fact that you can turn up the textures in game, and this should give you a nice improvement to the visuals. But of course, it does come down to just being able to have the memory budget for that. But of course, if you're interested in picking up some cheap games, you could check out the Aniba link down below. And if you're interested in picking up this mini PC itself, you can, of course, check out the Amazon affiliate links down below. If you're in the market for a system and you want something that might be able to actually play this game, I would recommend looking at the bigger versions of the SRE series, as in the SRE6 and the 6 Pro. RDNA 2 does make a pretty noticeable difference, especially in modern titles, so it's something to consider. But anyways, I will catch you in the next one.